Hey guys, David Douglas here. I am at Elon University where I went to college several years ago. And I'm not necessarily here under the best circumstances. If the blogs have been a little quiet this week, it's been because I kind of had the passing of a friend, and I'm actually here to say goodbye to him at a service tomorrow. But I wanted to show you where I went to school and kind of where it all began for me in TV. And this is the control room here at Elon. And it's kind of dark in here right now. A lot of things are turned off, but it's pretty fancy. It is absolutely state-of-the-art. Back here, there's a Wheatstone digital audio control surface, if any of that means anything to you, if you're into this kind of stuff at all. Which it's basically it's assignable, so they can make anything go anywhere, and it's completely customizable. So you could choose a different show, for instance, Phoenix 14 News, and hit take on that, and then it'll assign the sources on the entire console and allow you to do different things with it. And there's the audio playback system over here that works. So like I said, if you're into this is kind of cool. If not, maybe not. But it's kind of like behind the scenes at WISC-TV, which I should say DT now, except it's behind the scenes at Elon. The producer would sit here in the control room. They have their preview and program monitors and their computer that they can see the newsroom software on. There's an associate producer here, and then a graphics person, and a potential for another graphics person to sit here. And then up front, you have a place for the director, who would sit right next to where the technical director sits. And they have a preview and program monitor, which are reflected also up on these large LCD monitors that you see up in front of us. You can see all the sources that the director and technical director have to choose from when those are fired up and turned on. Sorry, it's kind of dark in here right now. And then the technical director sits here and actually punches the show and makes things happen. And the teleprompter operator sits up here. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'll take you over into the next room, which is the studio, which is where the other half of this magic happens. And we'll go in here. This is Studio 1. There's a couple studios here at Elon. And this is the news studio. And it looks pretty cool. There's this pretty nice desk we have here with sort of part of the Phoenix 14 logo down here on the set. And up in the desk, there's, places for monitors and things like that, so everyone on the air can see what's going on. And then if you look out, there are 3 cameras. This is pretty typical in a studio. And with teleprompters on them, this part on the front is the teleprompter here. And the camera is in the back. This is sort of a front view of what everything looks like. And then there's some monitors over here, back behind the glass, that just kind of show up in the back of the anchors, one shot, blurry and out of focus, and look kind of cool. And then, of course, there's a plasma that sits here between the 2 anchors that displays different graphics during the show and talks about what story they're talking about at the time. And of course, because we are at Elon University, we want to make sure we show the Elon University up at the top. Over here on this side, there's an interview set that's used for a variety of different things. And then there's a different position over here where there's generally a plasma monitor that's on a stand over here, and reporters can stand here and deliver stories. It's sort of a flexible environment, allows you to do sort of different things. And then there's a chroma key wall right here to use for weather and things like that if you want, but also to put reporters in front of a graphic and make things look kind of interesting. So just to give you an idea how bright it is up here, I'll just show you all the light on the anchor desk here. There's kind of a lot of it, and this light here is actually out, and there's a couple more lights that do some neat things on the background here that you can kind of fill in the background a little bit with when they're turned on. And then I'll just walk you over here to Studio B and just kind of give you another look at it here on the way out. Pretty cool. And then this might actually be locked at the moment, but we'll see. Actually, unfortunately, the second studio is locked at the moment. But you can see, and there's a couple of different sets that can be used, and the room is set up actually currently for an event. But there's a lot going on. There's a camera on a jib in this studio, so you can kind of get a different look at things, do some really cool shots. I don't know if you can see it. But a jib is something that allows the camera to fly through the air and come up from the ground or drop down from up in the air, and just kind of looks neat. There's a few different sets in here. This is the flexible studio that can be set up and configured in a number of different ways. So that's how we did it here when I was at Elon, and it's a pretty interesting place to be. And out here, when it's working, there's a kiosk where you can see some of the different shows. So it's a pretty cool place. I was fortunate to come to school here, so if by any chance you're young and thinking about a career in television or journalism or any kind of communications career, and you're looking for a place to go to school outside of Wisconsin, well, this would be a good place to come. It's kind of neat. We have these fun colored walls that make up the primary colors of television. So it's a fun place to be, and if you have any questions about Elon, you can, of course, ask me at any time. Just email me here or comment on the blog, and I'll get back to you. See you guys later. See you when I'm back in Madison. Look forward to it.